back to the channel, guys. I hope you guys are doing absolutely fine. So today we are going to talk about the story behind 10 car brand logos. So let's get started. Well, first up is Volvo. You know what they say about a man with the biggest tight? No? Well, actually, despite the similarity to the male gender symbol, the Volvo logo doesn't have anything to do with that. It uses the chemical symbol for iron to symbolize the strength and power of its cars. The company was started by Swedish firm SFK, which made bearings for the automotive industry. Some wag had come up with the Volvo name for the subsidiary, which means high roll in Latin. Second up, it's Toyota. Toyota's logo was introduced back in 1989 to celebrate the firm's 80th anniversary. The firm describes its badge as the three interlocking ovals, not a T, which were designed to be recognizable both head-on and when seen in a rear-view mirror. You might think it's just a T, but each oval has been designed with a different thickness, tribute to Japan's calligraphy culture. The overlapping shapes in the middle stand for the trust, and the outer oval signifies the world-embracing Toyota. Even the space in between is significant, exhibiting the infinite values of the company. Next up is Audi. Audi, DKW, Horch, and Wanderer merged to form the Auto Union in 1932, the circles representing each of the four manufacturers coming together. There's a great story behind the Audi name. August Horch founded his eponymous car company in 1899, quitting in 1909 over an internal squabble with his CFO. Starting his new company in 1910, he suddenly found he didn't have the rights to use his own name, but hit upon Audi in an apparent stroke of genius. You see, Horch is close to the German command for listen, which is what Audi means in Latin. It's not even a German word. The Auto Union 1000, which went off sale in 1965, was the last of the Alliance's cars. New owner Volkswagen, instead preferring to use the Audi name, the four rings were properly taken over by Audi until the 1994 company rebrand. Next up, BMW. Is it an aeroplane propeller, or is it the colors of the Bavarian flag? There's a lot of heated discussion about the BMW logo. The company emerged out of the renaming of the aircraft engine maker Grab Motor and Werke in 1917. It's the first logo featuring the blue and the white circle quarters. BMW's official recounting of this hallowed rebranding confirms that it was indeed intended to use the Bavarian state colors, but they had to be reversed so as not to infringe a local copyright law at that time, which banned the use of any state coats of arms on corporate logos. So where does the aeroplane propeller notion come from? That dates to a 1929 advert from the company's plane engines, which featured the BMW logo on the rotating propellers of the planes in the illustration. BMW didn't do a great deal to discourage the myth in the early years, which meant it took hold in the popular consciousness. Next up is Alfa Romeo. Did you know that Alfa was an acronym? The Anonima Lombarda Fabbrica Automobili, literally translates to Lombard Car Factory plc, was founded in June 1910, before it was bought by engineer Nicola Romeo in 1915. The firm used two symbols associated with Milan, a red cross on a white background and the serpent from the coat of arms of the Visconti family, which ruled Milan in the 14th century. The snake is called the biscoion in Italian, or grass snake, and it is shown eating a child commonly thought to be Moorish. Maybe the snake will have a second and relating to the Crusades of the Middle Ages. That's all very distasteful these days, of course. So the official Alpha line is that it's actually a man coming out of a snake and symbolizes rebirth or good PR. Next up is Ford. It's often thought that the Ford logo must be Henry Ford's signature, but it was actually created in 1907 by the firm's chief engineer Shilde Harold Wills using a stencil set that belonged to his grandfather. We didn't get a blue oval from the company until as late as 1927. An attempt to modernize the badge in 1966 fell flat, Ford opting to retain its rusted badge with swooping letters. Somehow the blue rounded rectangle just isn't as catchy these days. Next up is Ferrari. The Cavallino Rampante, or prancing horse, stands unmistakably for Ferrari throughout the world, but it didn't always belong to Ferrari. The design, which dates back to the Royal Piedmont Regiment in 1692, was painted on the plane of World War I fighter ace Francesco Baracca, who died in 1918 when Italian racing driver Enzo Ferrari met Baracca's mother. After his death, she said that he should paint the horse on his racing cars for luck. The yellow has tribute to Ferrari's birthplace, Modena. That was 1923. In 1929, he started his racing team, which became a car maker in 1947, and that's I didn't really knew. Next up is Mercedes-Benz. The Mercedes logo first came about after the 1925 merger of the Daimler Motoren Gesellschaft and Benz and Sci. It was supposed to symbolize the dominance of the company over land, sea, and air. Daimler built engines for planes and boats at the time, but it was originally chosen by Paul and Adolf Daimler. Yes, Adolf Daimler, inspired by the marks their father Gottlieb Daimler used to make on postcards of the town of Dutz to show people where his house was. The firm also incorporated a four-pointed star, presumably with a view taking over space, but that one was never used by Mercedes. The firm did let Deutsche Aerospace use it in the 1980s. The body, which became European Aeronautic and Defense Company EADS, since rebranded as Airbus SE. Next up, Lamborghini. When tractor builder Ferruccio Lamborghini first started his business making agricultural machinery, his logo was a triangle with the initials of his company splashed about the place. Obviously, he wanted something cooler for his car company when he started that in 1963. So he came up with the Raging Bull. Some say it was down to Lamborghini's star sign. He was a Taurus, while others say that he was obsessed with bullfighting and wanted to use the animal for his car's badges because of the danger and thrill of the sport. At any rate, when it comes to bonnet-based animal top trumps, a Raging Bull certainly beats a prancing horse. Last but not the least, Mitsubishi. Buckle up, badge fans, this one is complicated. The company was founded by Yataro Iwasaki in 1873 as a shipping firm. He formed the badge by combining the three stacked diamonds of his own family crest with the three oak leaves of the Tosa clan, his first employer. The word Mitsubishi is a combination of the words Mitsu means three and Hishi means water chestnut. The word Hishi is often used in Japan to refer to the diamond shape. Putting the two together via some quirks of Japanese pronunciation result in Mitsubishi, the three diamonds. So that's all about the stories behind the car brand. So if you like the video, please smash the like button, comment down below what you liked and what else you would love to see on this channel. And if you're new to this channel and you like watching us, please subscribe to it. And adios amigos. Take care.